with meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
Western Colorado is preparing to see another nice day today. We're looking at sunshine mixed with a little bit of cloud coverage here and there, but your start to the day, you might want to grab a light jacket. You're expecting 37 degrees at the 7 o'clock mark, at 9 a.m. 45, and at noon you're expecting to see about 56 degrees. Now, with all the warm weather we've been seeing, the high today is a little bit lower, at least comparatively speaking to the last several days. We're getting to 60 degrees today, and we'll stay pretty even and comfortable at 60 degrees. So let's take a look at that week planner. Looking ahead at the weekend, it's finally Friday. You're expecting really steady conditions. 60 degrees from today all the way through Sunday. And you're only expecting a few lingering clouds, no moisture, and lots of sunshine, which makes for a very nice forecast and a comfortable weekend here in the Grand Valley. But looking ahead further towards Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even towards Thursday, we're only increasing in temperature from there. We're going from 60 degrees flat to 62 all the way to about 63 and 64 degrees. And that change is because we're expecting to adopt another high pressure ridge. So right now we are receiving a little bit of cooler air from the northern portion of our country, and it's funneling downwards. But for right now, we're seeing a little bit of moisture transported. It's clipping the northern portion of our state and towards the eastern plains, so maybe a little bit of moisture out there. But later down the line, this high pressure ridge going into your Saturday, your Sunday, and even into your Monday is building up more and more. And as it builds up, it's going to continue to push warm air down to Grand Junction, and high pressure conditions return. So that will be why we're warming up. But in the meantime, again, we have a little bit of that northern inflow that I just mentioned. So that means your weather up on the slopes could be a little bit bumpy, or at least if you're traveling along I-70 this weekend, know that there might be some slick roadways at least this afternoon and evening, and that would be near Vail Pass headed down towards the Denver area. But most of the snow is expected to be above 9,000 feet, but check out the weather across most of your mountain towns this weekend. Some of them, again, seeing a little bit more cloud coverage than others, but sunshine mixed with some cooler temperatures, which is perfect travel or outdoor weather if you're planning to get out there and do something. But if you're staying local today and you're wondering what you can expect, you're looking at about 55 up in the Meeker area, Grand Junction about 60 degrees, and for Delta 63, Montrose 58, and Cortez about 62 degrees. And those low temperatures, well, you're expecting 36 in Grand Junction, 31 in Delta, 32 in Montrose, and about 28 in Cortez. In just 1 minute, I'll show you those 7-day forecasts. Grand Junction is looking at 60 degrees over the weekend, and we stay pretty steady, but going into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, that's when we could start to increase in terms of temperatures. And taking a peek at Montrose, we're looking at about 58 degrees on your Friday, Saturday and Sunday 57 degrees, and then by Monday 60 degrees again. So we're warming up once we hit our next work week, but we are pretty steady and warm over the weekend and also around our seasonal averages for Montrose. Delta is expecting to be about 63 degrees on your Friday, Saturday and Sunday you're headed up to about 61 degrees, Sunday 60 degrees, but then we warm up even further Monday and into Tuesday. So warm weather on the horizon, not much action going on, no moisture on the horizon either. But for the Cortez area, 62 degrees will be present today and tomorrow on your Saturday, Sunday 61 degrees, and then by Monday and Tuesday we warm up again and we end up in the mid 60s. So things are warming above average again going into next week, but for now we are a little bit closer to seasonably appropriate.